Wee wee. Probably louder than expected. My bad. Whoopsie doodle dandy. And now we're here. I'm here. Here for some reason. Oh, that's right, because I moved myself out of the way of this stuff. Hi, how's it going? How goes it? How's it hanging? How is it feeling? Can you see my plate of toast in the BG? Because I have not eaten my toast yet. My toast is yet to be indulged upon. And my camera setting is fucky. Whoops. Hi. I see. We're on the menu because it's the only place with music. Ah, cool. My focus dropped out. Whatever. It's fine. I see in the chat. Dragonling, Sarah, Murdy. We had 9 viewers. Murdy popped in. We ticked to 10. Murdy, you can leave. I'm kidding. Sarah said we'll get to 999 viewers instead. Haha. Herpsel. You're playing it the right way first. And Rom, Fanny, and Mooniki, Bree, Night of Bunnies, and Mr. Kayla. Mr. Kayla. Very cool. I'm playing it the right way. At all. I'm playing this one with voice acting, if that makes any difference. Danny was telling me that I could change a speech thing. I don't know what that is. Speech? I know not what that is, just kidding. But yeah, I will. Oh, okay, cool. I say no more. I will try not to glean a single goddamn thing. Switch between adventure mode. Okay, makes sense. Music in this game is really good already. I'm very like... We've been grooving already. The kitchen song that we left on was very nice. Nice. My sister keeps teasing me saying my accent is getting more Adelaide the longer I stay here, and it stresses me out. I don't want to sound like I'm from Adelaide. People will be able to smell it on me. Anyway. See the option on the top right to switch it over. Okay. Are we just going back into it? Do I need to do anything else? I feel like I've forgotten my streaming... What's the word? Decor. That's not the word. It's too quiet to think. Don't worry about it. Oh, I almost closed the game yesterday without saving. Would have taken me all the way back to Papa Ace, who I decided in my absence is fine. I don't know why I immediately distrusted him as soon as he came out. The verticality of it all, I don't know. Maybe I just don't trust any of them. I do. I trust Santa. He seems too stupid to pull the wool over my eyes. Maybe. I have to click these just to get rid of that. 1 second. You almost made Junpei get soggy shoes again. With blood? Oh, I did! He can handle it. Oh, look! Oh, that's stressful. Why so many fates? It's okay. Santa has embarrassed himself too much to be dangerous at this point? Yeah. I don't think Lotus is dangerous either. June's the one I'm like... But, maybe I'm just... Maybe I just don't trust astrology chicks. Option of switch modes is when you're in the story segments. Oh, okay. Oh, remind me once we're there. Well, it'll hit me lagged because I won't see the chat. But Sarah, I did see the section where Snake said he was going to try and upchuck the bomb. I won't look hard at the chat. It's fine. the doubts in the chat. Okay. Everyone's allowed to have doubts and thoughts, but just no puzzle solutions. Okay, those 9 plates look pretty expensive. Are we gonna have a dinner? Oh. Are we gonna be dinner? They're plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come on square plates. Oh. Okay. Junpei, I think I love him, which is annoying because he's stupid again. He's very Zelda reference in my 999. Oh, nice. Quality of life stuff. Aw, PlayStation cares about me. Except when they dumped my freaking credit card details onto the PSN, but whatever. Okay, so Junpei Zelda fan confirmed. Excuse me, princess. 1, 2, 3, there's 10 of them. If you flip these over, they look like hats. The middle is super deep for a plate. Is it a bowl? Oh, it's a soup plate. Oh, sorry. They made that way so that the soup doesn't spill. Are we explaining what crockery is to Junpei? If we ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. Oh, that's fair. What makes you think a poor college student? Okay, what makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? Everyone here feels broke. Snake, wait, no, not Snake. Sorry, he's just on the mind. V to Snake pipeline, Snake to V pipeline. I don't know much more than that, but I just looked at him and I'm like, yeah, people who like V would like you. Looks with big eyes at Romy. Yeah, they all got like broke vibes. Who knows? I would take Junpei out to lunch. There are 15 of these plates. Is it normal to know plate types? Oh, not plate types, but I wouldn't say it was a hat. Oh, I would actually. Snake and said they deal in stock, so maybe they're richer than they look. Santa. I keep saying Snake instead of Santa as well. He said something about gambling. Okay, everything to do with money then. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How the hell can you tell that? They look just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. Stop setting us up, you make it more suspicious. Or, if she dies, I'll be like sad. Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. Oh my god, you are not terribly subtle. Junpei's so subtle. There's a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. Okay, I don't know what this is. We're gonna call it a wave plate. Those plates are for serving meat. Ugh, you really are ignorant, aren't you? Jesus Christ. Ignorant? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Jeez. I agree, to an extent. It's a tank with a pipe coming out of it. Nothing really that special about it. In my culture, you just get the biggest plate that can fit the most shit on it, and you give it to the most important people in the room. A countertop, fuck shit. We've got a rolling pin and a colander. He knows what a colander is. That's probably already a step up on Junpei. Nothing useful, in other words. There's a light hanging from the ceiling. There's the exit. It's a big old iron plate over the door. I don't think we can open it. Not with that attitude. Hey, Santa. Oh. Santa can afford trip pants. What if he stole them? Like a delinquent? No, he's not really. He gives off like half-assed delinquent vibes. Okay. Hey, Santa, could you open that door, please? What the hell? There's no way I could open that thing. Guess you're getting to that age where your eyes start to go, huh? You better watch your mouth, boy, or someone won't live long enough to see that door opened. Oh my god. This has got the two of them on edge. We gotta get out of here fast. If we're stuck in an escape room and you start panicking, I'm gonna just leave. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. Ugh. Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy. Spending a day off with June, drinking tea. Could such a day ever happen for me? Jumpy. Oh, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. You're already in hot water, young man. It's a lot of notes. They've got a bunch of stuff written on them, but it doesn't look like a code or anything like that. I'll be the judge of that. Oh, it's got a... No, not yet. Not yet. We haven't explored. Oh, cheese? Cheese. Okay. Hey, there's something behind the cheese. It's June! You're right. Why don't we move some of the cheese into my belly? Alright guys, time to move it. June and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there. Eat it. A bottle of oil. Don't drink that. One time on Stream Team, I joked about drinking oil and literally like 5 people jumped at me saying, Mim, don't drink oil. And I was like, I was kidding. Why did you guys think I was serious? And then I remembered my reputation, so never mind. Wait, look, don't get shocked, but this is what it looks like to have a bottle thrown at you. I licked this. Okay. God. There are a number of cheeses lined up on the shelf. This is Gouda cheese, the most famous Dutch cheese. If you don't cut open the casing, it usually won't go bad. We had a discussion about this during the baby tunnel in, in Resident Evil, remember? Rom and I eating the wax seal of Dutch cheese. In the Mediterranean, some people do shots of olive oil. Oh, I was referring to a whole, like just straight from the, yeah. Throwing it back, not throwing it back, so to speak. You can do both at the same time if you want to. Anyway, it won't go bad. So you can store it at room temperature for quite a while. So we can eat this? Most likely. I'm not hungry at all. I guess it's hard to get hungry in a situation like this. Oh, wait, how did we connect that to the Resident Evil baby? Oh, because I referred to the, I won't go on in case people haven't finished the game, but the umbilical cord, I referred to it as a pepperoni, so I didn't have to think too hard about what it was. And then from there, we went on to cheese platters, I believe. Also, anytime Rom's on a stream, cheese comes up. Similar to, well, anytime Sarah's on a stream, things come up that should not come up, but whatever. There's cheese. Sweet. More cheese. None of these cheese gonna be any different. I can't take one. Cut out a slice. No one's gonna be on this boat anyway. I'd steal the cheese. There's so much stuff in here. A whole lot of cans. We should take the cheese and the oil. And we're a piece of bread away from a good time. 9 hours, I'd get a little hungry, same. Okay, a whole lot of cans. I was wondering whether I should put the bloody, like chat on the screen since I keep replying to it, but what, it's fine. A whole lot of cans. This is probably a pantry. This is a bathtub. Junpei's dumb. The last thing they ate was a bomb. See, we found cheese! I'm not gonna bring up the conversation we had yesterday, but if anyone was allergic to cheese, maybe. Who of the 999 crew seems lactose intolerant? Ace. Most people are lactose intolerant, just saying. Yeah. Anyway. Good night, shrimp. The light for the pantry. There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't open it up. Or maybe we should. I don't think it'd be a pretty sight. I'm just saying. There's a big barrel of milk behind the cloth. And some of us have digestive tracts to clear. I'm just saying. It looks like some kind of large tin container. Does no one know? Well, it's empty. Isn't it just a pot? There are cans lining every shelf. Wooden box on the second row, though. Can I eat it? Okay. Oops. to partition that splits up the room on the right side of the wall. It's one of those swinging doors. You see them a lot in between kitchens and dining areas and restaurants. They're so exciting. Please stop making eyes at the very, very spoiled rotten milk. Without the door, you need to run all the way around the partition to get to the other side, or you could just like parkour over the top of it. That'd really be a pain in the ass, huh? Well, I guess it's not important, but still. Okay. You can't drink milk. Cottage see? No use crying over spilled milk. More like spoiled milk, am I right? This bolt is rusted in place. It won't budge. Of course, maybe if I put some oil on it. Santa says, hey, you bitch! Just a little bit of oil and come on, you little son of a bitch! Woo! Yes, got it, you little bastard. Okay, cool. You did it, Jumpy! You're so smart! Now I know she's lying to me. Why, though? The cute little hair bun. How many lives have you led, little June? I'm very curious about the setup with these pseudosciences as well.
Oh, it's cold in here.
Must be some Taurus in the atmosphere. Oh, I see. So I can read, like, more if I wanted. As Junpei walked into the room, a blast of cold air washed over him. Almost instinctively, he folded his arms tight across his chest, doing what he could to conserve body heat. Brr. It's cold in here. Will it still have voicing if I play it through there?
What is this place?
How much line gets... Oh, I see. You know how Claude said you can control... Raise your hand in the chat if you are white and can be controlled through cheese. Yes, I think Claude said that canonly. It was probably in a Dimitri support, if you get what I mean. Raise your hand if you're part white and can be partly controlled by cheese. Depends on the cheese. Oh, Zeke's a chef though. I don't know, Camembert. Nah, Camembert, I wouldn't do shit for Camembert. I would do shit for a blue vein cheese. Okay. Rom's a simple white, you eat so many cheese.
Are you blind?
No. Someone is though, so you should stop saying such things, little man.
It's a freezer.
You're a freezer. Santa's teeth had already begun to chatter. Hardly surprising. The freezer was far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Lotus, however, was in an even worse situation.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me.
Cool, I like these two options.
I'll freeze solid in seconds.
It's okay.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
What, because we don't have cold? Junpei has like 3 jackets, just give them one each. And with that, she ran out of the room. As Lotus left, June came in.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
White puffs of steam hovered in front of their faces as they talked. June had already started to shiver.
Hey, you don't need to be in here.
Just give her one of your jackets, it'll be really romantic.
You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
What's up? Lotus, oh, it's okay, man.
But
Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth.
Huh?
Huh? Wait! When the thunderous sound of metal upon metal rang out from behind them, in unison they spun around. In unison they spun around to find the door that they had only recently come through was closed. Hey, Lotus, this looks bad. Lotus! Junpei rushed to the door.
no! Why did it suddenly close?
Desperately, he grabbed hold of the doorknob.
Ah!
Ah. It was cold, beyond cold. Merely touching it was
The
painful.
knob's frozen.
I won't say it.
But why?
Because we're in a freezer! No, I'm kidding. I get it. They'd quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had ruptured. Curious.
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Water released by the rupture had hit the door and frozen instantly. Well, that's unfortunate and probably an accident. Santa shoved Junpei aside and pounded against the door, conserving his energy like the smart boy he is.
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
Lotus either fucking dead or traded, but I don't think she's a traitor. She wasted no time in responding. Oh,
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine.
why are you so cavalier?
You say so. Hold on.
Soon they could hear Lotus on the other side of the door. The grunting ceased and they could hear light panting as if from exertion.
It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
Do you wash your hands of us so quickly, strangers? Come on.
Oh,
God damn it.
Santa was shaking like a newborn deer. God, you're so small. June was hugging herself and was shivering violently. Even Junpei, with the heaviest clothes of any of them, not sharing any, was clearly feeling the cold. With every breath they took, they could feel the cold working its way deeper and deeper into their bodies. Oh dear.
Anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
Good one, Junpei.
two heads are better than none. I'm
Good
sure
one, June.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right.
Good.
Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Right. They pushed in close to one another and began to search. Cute. Like back to back and just like scuttling around. That's pretty cute if you weren't gonna die. Okay. Please don't be a body. Oh, thank God. Dry ice. Dry ice? Or rather, dry ice? Can't you make this stuff can't you make that stuff cause an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight? Explode? Yeah, didn't you do that in school? What kind of school did you... You should never underestimate the power of expanding gas, secret nerd. Delinquent, that's a secret nerd. Okay, cute. Good for you. Dry ice. So we find a container to chuck it in. And then something to heat it up. Junpei picked up the dry ice with his sleeve so as to avoid burning himself. Smart.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
But readings for nerds and stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
They were about to move on when June spoke up.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees.
Who are you?
Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Junpei looked at her, dumbfounded.
How do you know that?
Emphasis on dumb.
Despite my looks, I am the the queen of random knowledge.
If random knowledge was enough to be suspicious of people, I'd be suspicious of all of you guys. And me. So...
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off. Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yes, that's fine.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
June's cute. If she's evil, that's okay. June giggled and did her best to hide her guilt. At least she was feeling good enough to joke around, Junpei told himself.
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird?
What,
I
June?
wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
Oh, dry ice. Oh. Santa was now shivering at an astounding rate, but his curiosity seemed unaffected. Junpei. He wanted out of the freezer now. Hey? Yeah,
It is kind of weird.
June answered.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure. But at 1 atmosphere, normal air pressure.
It won't turn into a liquid, right?
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from a solid state to a gaseous one.
See, that is weird.
It is pretty weird.
Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees.
Maybe Junpei's just dumb and this is normal in this universe. Maybe I should read more, which is Junpei should read more. We.
So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide?
June replied with an answer that stunned both
There's
of
a
them.
kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees.
Huh?
I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
This is Fahrenheit, right? Obviously, because that's almost boiling point. What is Fahrenheit 96 degrees? Sorry, I'm curious. This game's perfect for me because I too follow random curiosities into Wikipedia articles, but 96F2C. Hopefully Google understands what I mean. 35 degrees? Wait, what? I am confused. Oh, melting points. Sorry, I'm not reading. Wait, no, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I've lost track of what we're talking
Ice
about.
with a melting point of 96 degrees?
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you
I
could
need
also
toast.
look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
I'm not following this conversation. Junpei was cold as hell, but this was too interesting to ignore. He did his best to warm up by rubbing his arms and stamping his feet, then put the question to June.
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9?
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite.
Junpei's like, what's a graphite?
They're both made of carbon, right?
Yeah.
But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
For sure.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yup.
She wasn't finished.
Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin?
Oh, yep.
For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip.
We keep talking about ice. Like the frozen mummy and stuff.
Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds.
Seeds? 1 second. Glycerol is a simple polyol compound. It's colorless, odorless, viscous liquid that's sweet tasting. Okay, and non-toxic. Is that why they poison people with it? Sweet tasting. Where does glycerol come from? Will I find this out in game? It's a sugar alcohol derived from animal products, plants, or petroleum. Okay. Oh, plant oils. Okay, so maybe.
Oh, a seed is a sample of
Oh,
the original
sorry.
crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy.
I knew that, actually, Dragon Link, because of a book. And a Panic at the Disco song.
However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by
Oh!
sea crystals
Oh! Oh!
crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed.
Wow. Almost like they communicated telepathically, huh?
And it didn't end there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... how do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating.
This is gonna keep coming up, isn't it?
Communicating in some way that we can't sense.
The electro boogaloo field that we mentioned earlier.
It's happening everywhere.
Dog photo! Junpei was honestly impressed. We're gonna say impressed. It was, in fact, a pretty interesting story.
Wow,
Is
that's pretty interesting.
Santa
But,
dead? He's out of frame.
What does that have to do with Ice 9?
To his surprise, it was Santa and not June who answered.
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad.
Maddie's mad.
If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees? Man.
Yeah,
It'd
That'd
be
be
the
odd.
end of the world.
it would. That'd be odd, I say. Junpei felt that Santa might not be treating the idea of the end of the world with proper concern. He's a punk.
At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world
Yeah.
unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick.
So true. He was right. Junpei shivered
All right,
in
guys.
his 3 layers
I
of
think
jackets.
that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic.
Love that.
I mean, I know I'm kind of at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore. So seriously, I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland.
He's smart and extremely dumb.
I freaking hate the cold. So let's get cracking, all right? We gotta find a way out of here.
Santa stomped off, clearly doing his best to pretend the cold wasn't affecting him. Aw.
Selfish, isn't he?
Selfish? Still, Santa was right, and it was high time they got back to their search.
Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
If we get out of this freezer. Sorry. Junpei looked at June, nodded, and resumed his search of the room. Right, okay, we looked at one thing, went on a 10-minute tangent. Very relatable content. There's some frozen meat up there. We are one piece of bread away from like such a nice platter. Looks like pork. Hey, I have some concerns. Huh? What's this? It looks like a tag or something. Chunk of pork. Please be pork. I don't want this game to reset my cannibal counter. Jumpy, is there a slip of paper in that meat? I think there's something written here, but I can't read it like this. If we try and pull it out, it'll probably rip. Let's heat it up. You need to defrost that. Don't think we're going to be doing that in this room. Slab of meat, slab of meat, slab of meat. Yes, we can make a, how do I say that word to piss off the French? A charcuterie board. Everything's frozen in here. It doesn't look like anything else interesting. There's anything else interesting. Okay. What's that? Looks like a pudding. Nothing special about that. I think there's everything special about that. What's that? No? Okay. Sturdy rope. I'll tie this rope around the hunk of meat. Swing it around like a hammer thrower. That's really the end of that image, but it would look cool. It's a rope. Well, we could use it to attach to something else, I suppose. Water bottle. Oh! Okay. A water bottle. Yes, it is! An empty water bottle. The neck is pretty small. I don't think I could fit anything very big in there. I just glanced at the chat. What? Oh boy. I looked away for 2 seconds. What are you guys doing? See, this is why no one in the chat can laugh about the random scientific facts that get dropped in this game. You're all like this. If we ever got put into one of these situations, this would be you guys. Modi, I can't help you. I'm out here. Wave some cheese around. Okay. No good. Can't hit it hard enough to break it. What if I... maybe it just needs more of a shock, you know? More of a shock? There's water dripping from this pipe. It looks like when the pipe... it looks like when the pipe burst, the water hit the doorknob and froze it in place. This water actually seems almost warm. Ooh! Get closer. There's warm water flowing from this pipe. Fuck yeah. Let's make a dry ice bomb. How do I access the item screen again? Combine. No? Fine. I guess it's too small, right? Huh. Maybe I'll keep looking around. No luck. It's too hard. I can't break it. There's too much mist to see what's going on at the other end. This is very not good for Lotus. Or good for Lotus, depending on if I trust her. She's too, like, casually mean for me to think that she's, like, mean, sinister, if that makes sense. If she's trying to be likable, she's not doing a fantastic job. But also, I don't feel like I trust anyone here. So, it's a thin pipe. This thing is covering something. It's frozen solid. I can't flip it over. What if... whatever. Hey, Junpei. Dumbass, didn't you find them some dry ice earlier? Yeah. There's warm water coming out of that pipe. I know! Warm water and dry ice. What do you think would happen if we put that stuff in a sealed container together? Well, I tried, but... maybe I didn't try hard enough. Maybe I can find a bigger container. I did combine the items. Oh, I can add dry ice after, I see. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for self-moderating, though. I already glanced at it, so I was like, eh. But yes, I will ask. Guess I could add it first. You don't want to collect that? How do I use it? Oh. No. I am. Huh. Okay, guess not. I like the blocky rope. Means I can climb a blocky building. I will ask though, and this will probably be my more common question. Have I got what I need? You don't have all the information. Oh, okay. What, do I need to talk more about Ice 9? Ah, frozen chicken. Chimkin? It's really hard. It's frozen stiff. Guess you could call it. No. Hey June, can you say that again? Huh? Say it again. It's really hard. Again. It's really hard. Thanks. Something wrong, Junpei? Your face is bright red. Nothing. I'm fine. I need a drink. Hold on. You know, before stream, I was actually just thinking that Junpei gave off the vibes of I've had the Lonely Island jizz in my pants stuck in my head all day, and then I was like, oh, I'm just about to play 999. Hey, that song kind of reminds me of Junpei. That is such a... If it's that hard, you could probably use it as a hammer. Yeah, good point. Maybe we can use it to break something. Yeah. What if my hammer throw thought is true? Well, then if I can get the other slabs of meat, then I want this fish. Give me the fish. Oh, Junpei. Santa having to listen to weird. I didn't even think he noticed. Guess that's the good thing. The only person there that would notice would be June. She's been shooting her shot at every opportunity anyway, and I didn't even think Junpei notices that. Can I just throw a chicken at this? What if I heat the chicken beneath the water? Heat the chicken beneath the water. Shove it into the bottle. Attach the bottle to a rope. Swing it around wildly with dry ice attached. Hurl it through the window. Tell Lotus to duck. Maybe. Maybe. There's warm water for... Okay. What if I... what's the sound? I'm gonna shove a chicken in this. Why? What if I... How do I use items again? Jumpy. It's... Oh, we're back to this again? Maybe we can use it to crush something. The ice surrounding the doorknob, the window. We won't be able to break it. What if we throw a chicken at it? What about this? A cover. It's frozen in place. I can't get it off. Can't you, Junpei? I think you can. What can't I break? More pipes? I'll break more pipes. It's a thin pipe. Break it. Oh, the ice! Oh, I didn't know it was a block. Yeah, of course. Okay, now I can put it in the bottle. Gotcha. I see. Wow, you crushed it up real good. You should be able to get it into anything you want now. Say get it in again. Can't you make stuff cause an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight? Yes, lad. We can. Let's do this. I'm gonna put these pieces of dry ice into the water bottle. Okay. Water bottle with dry ice in it. Tag yourself on water bottle with dry ice in it. So you put the dry ice in the water bottle, Jumpy. If it explodes, it could probably blast away the ice on the door again. On the door. So, how are we gonna get it to stay against the doorknob? With a rope! And let's just tie a rope on here. Hell yeah. Hey, why don't we use the rope to tie the bottle into the doorknob, he says after I've already done it. We just have to put some water in it and then give it a good whack with something. My piece of pork! Kaboom! It'll explode and break the ice off the door. Then what are we waiting for? I can't take this cold any longer. Lotus. Alright, let's do it. Hell yeah. Warm water dripped from the ruptured pipe near the door.
Put water into the bottle with dry ice.
Say pipe again.
And make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. Alright, that's set. So, what do we do now?
Throw a pork at it. Say pork again.
We just need to give it a little, tap.
Say tap again.
The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
A small rock. Huh. A small rock.
Junpei strokes his piece of frozen meat contemplatively. Never say that sentence again. Junpei looked down at the floor. Scattered across it were pieces of dry ice left over from the larger chunk he crushed earlier. I guess that's... yeah. Okay.
Alright, this ought to do the trick.
Ought it? He pulled his sleeve down over his hand to keep from getting burned and grabbed grabbed his junk. Reached past his raging boner to the sorry. Grabbed the chunk of dry ice.
Some dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
That's like throwing dynamite at dynamite. It was a pretty good size. About as big as a pool ball.
Alright guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Hide in the freezer. Or down on the floor thingy. Both Santa and June looked at him with new concern.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
Look around, skinny one.
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. We can hide in there.
Junpei pulled open the door to the small cellar. Right?
Come on, get inside, quick.
This is cute. I like this. Santa and June nodded and jumped down into the hole. Junpei quickly followed. In his hand, he could feel... In his hand, he could feel the chill of the frozen carbon dioxide even through his sleeve. He tightened his grip, took aim, and prepared to throw.
All right, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
It's so stupid.
Oh, oops.
Whoa, he's so dumb! Oh, hey, that's kind of vindicating. I just need to be smarter than Junpei. That's fine. He's so stupid. The more dumb he is, the more he... Oh boy, what's he gonna go? It's okay, don't worry about it.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Was it a joke?
Sorry, dude. All right, for real this time. You guys ready?
Okay, was that a joke? Are you sure?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Oh, Junpei's like the level of stupid where I start getting worried for him. Well, I guess he did get kidnapped, so...
Just throw the damn thing.
All right, here I go. 3, 2, 1.
Junpei threw the chunk of dry ice as hard as he could. With the same motion, he ducked down into the cellar with Santa and June just as... Kaboom! It worked! I think. Junpei leapt up out of the cellar and ran to the door.
Jumpy!
Oh, but the ice is gone. Yeah, okay.
The
sorry.
ice on the door! Is it gone?
I thought I was just going to blow the door clean off. That would have been mad.
Yeah, it's gone.
The blast must have shattered it.
Yes. All right, let's see if it opens.
What is that name of that YouTuber that I love? I forgot his name. Anyway, he does like crazy experiments in his house. Remind me to post him later in the chat because I feel like he's probably done a dry ice experiment before. The one that made the giant jello? Anyway, I think I would miss the shot. Junpei traded brains for aim. I thought you said arm. That too. Once he said one, my Discord went off. Nice. Junpei grabbed the knob and pushed with all his might. The door gave way easily and all three of them tumbled out of the freezer at once. I don't want any of us to die.
Hooray! We're out!
For now. June, relieved, collapsed into the floor. Lotus?
Move!
Okay, fine then, ruin the moment guy. Santa shoved past Junpei and ran straight to the grill, which he immediately grabbed.
Oh, god damn it! Hot, 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 hot. Fuck!
Why'd you grab it, dumbass? He proceeded to kick the grill in a futile but amusing fit of
Well,
rage.
you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen?
The fact that Junpei's voice actor just sounds like a guy is really funny. Like, they all just kind of sound like, they don't sound like voice actors. They sound like just people, which is sad, but funny.
Hey, where's Lotus?
Where is Lotus? It took Junpei only a moment to find her. She was sitting on the counter, idly scratching her chest.
Oh, welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
With a great yawn, Lotus lowered herself off the counter, suspiciously. Junpei clenched his teeth and walked towards her.
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die!
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
But you did it!
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
I don't care if you were worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. But I couldn't find anything.
Then I heard you talking about Ice 9 for 10 minutes and I figured you guys were okay.
So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
Never. It was true that there wasn't much she could have done, but something about her tone. Junpei gritted his teeth.
Fine.
What a gay little fine that was, I know. Fine. Whatever. I didn't care anyway.
But there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
What? You think I closed the door on you?
I don't not think you closed the door on me.
Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Junpei's so dumb. It seemed that an accident was the only explanation for the door's closure.
If she
Also,
really
the-
wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least, not an attempted murderer.
I like your spirit, Junpei. Yeah, Maddie. Junpei swallowed his anger and did his best to apologize.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well, that's all right. As long as you understand.
Lotus looked away and twirled her hair between her fingertips. His vengeance against the grill complete. Santa, you're so stupid. Santa swaggered back towards Junpei and Lotus. Ho, ho,
Hey,
ho.
no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Okay, nice team dynamic we got going. I say that I would be very about someone being very cavalier about everything, but I've met Sarah. So I guess in real life I'd be like, yeah, that's normal, don't worry about her. Sarah has big everyone's stressing and Sarah's filing her nails vibes, so I feel like if a flippant attitude was enough to be suspicious of someone, then I'd have a lot to answer for. Just similarly as to the way if knowing random occult facts was enough to be suspicious of someone, I'd probably have a lot to answer for with Rom. What would I be? I don't know what trope I am in this universe. Don't say Junpei, I'm not that stupid. Or am I? I would be the person who wants to eat their Vegemite toast that's slightly that's not even out of frame. It's right there. You guys want to see my Vegemite toast? Yes! Boom! I'm the protagonist? Ugh. Ugh. My nose always runs in the morning. Okay. All we've got here is a pot and a frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. Oh, yeah. We got a pork! I guess we could use some of those as weapons. We could use one of those as a thing that cooks pork. Hopefully pork. What kind of an idiot are you? Same breed as you, dumbass. You're gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious? It's only a partition. There's nothing else worth noting here. Okay, fine, Lotus. A frying pan and 2 kinds of pots. Hey, what's this? Numbers. Bye Moonkey. Thank you again for the arts. Please, anyone, if you're on the Discord server and you have not looked at Moonkey's art in the MIM mural, please look. It's so cute, and I want them as like charms or stickers or something. If I could like buy the rights and sell them as like as like stream team merch, I would. I don't know how to, and I don't have the money, but if I did, because they're so cute. I woke up this morning and looked at them again, just like, oh. Very, 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 very cute. So please go look at them too and send Moonkey high praises. An iron oven. Looks pretty heavy duty. It's probably industrial quality. I bet you could cook anything with this. Hey, Lotus. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Don't look inside. Damn, I knew it. This number pad is doing something to it. It's locked. Boom, boom. Alright, this song sounds like a rudimental song. This track sounds like a rudimental track. Alright. Okay, a grill. Le grill! Can I put my meat on this grill? Jumpy? You could probably heat stuff up on there now, you know. Yeah. Say heat it up again. Huh? Yeah. Chunk of pork, baby. Guess I'll put this meat on the grill. Yes! Hey, what are you doing? What are you going to do if the paper burns? Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, right? Oh my god, grab it. We just gotta keep an eye on it and the paper will be fine. Well, they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Cool, looks like it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out. Jumpy, be careful. Sweet of her to care, but I know what I'm... Oh my god. Ouch! See? I told you! Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. Did you not heat it, like, slowly? Why are you searing it? Breathe! Okay. So we're gonna have to cut... Sorry. We're gonna have to cut the meat! Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, looks that way. We're just gonna look at it? What? This paper is still stuck in here real good. If I'm gonna get it out, I need to cut the meat open. Oh, I'm sure this kitchen has a knife. I wonder what this drawer is. You see the metal grate on top of the grill, dumbass? They make it like that so the fat and juices can drip off the meat while it cooks. If I lived in Japan and I had access to like those convenience store bento boxes, I would not know what a grill was either. You just live off, what are they called again? Triangle rice? Triangle rice sushi? I'll just eat those every day. The jelly donuts. Yeah. Looks like the area under the plate opens up. No, you can't. I already checked. It's sealed shut. I think that's where the coal goes. Well, I'm sure we can find a knife in this kitchen. There are some bottles of seasoning in here. Let's season the pork. There's no reason we shouldn't eat it, except if it's not pork. Even then. Oh, that's troubling. Don't say that again. A trash can. There's nothing inside of it. Well, better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. Damn it, there's nothing in here. Oh, hey, Santa. Digging through the trash really suits you. What the hell did you say? Listen, lady, I did you a favor. I knew you just piss and moan, so I did it for you. Oh my. I don't recall asking you to do anything. Okay, I ought to throttle you. Can you squeeze me? Guys, does it feel colder in here? We're still cute. Their banter, they're like... Would you call that banter? I guess they're arguing. It's all banter to me. Oh, a countertop. There's a rolling pin and a... Oh, okay, same one from a different angle. Sorry, I got no spatial awareness. I don't see a knife. It's a card reader. Since the light's red, I figure it's probably still locked. Thanks, champ. The key for it's got to be around here somewhere. We gotta find it. We gotta find the key. I don't know where it might be. This is the door we came in through. It's not locked so we could go back out, but what's the point, right? All that's out there is an iron gate and a dead-end hallway. Yep, might as well be locked for all the good. Yeah, we go. Okay, cool. What is this? It looks like you can enter numbers into these things. Is it an oven timer? It's probably for entering a passcode. After all, the oven door is locked. My guess is that it'll open if we put in the correct code. Hey, I can see how this game might be. I'm not gonna think ahead because I don't want to. I should not think ahead. But this game's setting up some curious things, and I am curious accordingly. There's an iron plate over the exit. I don't think we can open it. Something doesn't seem right here. Why are there so many plates? I don't know. Maybe there's a knife in the freezer. Do I really have to cut it open? No, I like that we're playing Junpei as protagonist because he sets the bar really low. Really low. So even if I spend 4 hours on this... Dish rack! Wow, what a nice dish rack. I'd love to have that in my kitchen. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. I only realized the other day how very daunting it could be to show up at a stream and then have someone say, oh yeah, the cannibal counter. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I just became self-aware after like 2 years of streaming and casual mentions. Like, oh wait, shit. This is this is troubling. Anyway, yeah. Hey, look, if I get like over 500 followers, maybe I'll reconsider it. Why don't you take it back with you? Are you offering to carry it for me? Why don't you ask 7? You're kidding. You don't honestly think I'd let a beast like that? How rude! He is a noble overall man. You don't honestly think I'd let a beast like that into my home, do you? Well, I mean, Zero was in your house, so like... We're here now, no take backsies. Okay. Sure. I have no spatial awareness. I don't know where I'm standing. Hold on. Where is that dresser? Oh, it's over there. Did I observe it already? Wrong way. Is that the... No, it's a dish rack. Bro, I got no idea where I am. Whoops. That's the okay. Ah, nothing really suspicious about that. Yeah, except it might tell me if there's a... Okay. Okay. Don't trust that there are 9 plates. Let's go back into the freezer. Why not? There's chopping boards. Smash the plates. Yeah, why not? We're already here. Honestly, just like how I said me and the lady Domitresque's house was different. That was breaking shit for like, there was a purpose there. But purposeless breakage of stuff, why not? It's already kidnapped us. Oh, lights. It's nice to have something to finally go our way. Something finally go our way, rather. Rom is banned from escape rooms. There's a pot on top of the stove. If there are ingredients around here, I could cook something up for us. Lotus! Lotus, you can actually cook? Who the hell do you think I am? You better believe I know how to boil hot water and put in my instant noodles. She's funny. And I can boil eggs too. That's impressive. Yeah. Do it. She's cute. Okay. Everyone's cute, which is annoying because I feel like this is the kind of game where they're going to be like, hey, you attached to them? Yoink! But it's okay. It's actually not. Are these not? What are these? Bro, what? She can boil eggs. Boiling eggs is pretty... Well, it depends on how you like your eggs boiled. Where am I not looking? Okay, using the big brain now. Rom just reminds me of anxiety I get about like pouring puzzle out on accident, so you can't finish the puzzle. Just reminds me. Did you recheck the pantry? There's a pantry? So probably not. The one with all the cheese. Oh. Oh, is that? Hey. No. Where is the pantry? Is that the pantry? Oh, that is the pantry! Where did my bottle go? The green bottle. Did I use that for something already? Ah! Okay.
A rusty knife?
A rusty knife.
I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
Oh, it was oil. I forgot about the bottle. Yeah. The knife seemed important, Junpei thought, but it wasn't going to be much use the way it was.
It's futile.
According to the etymology of the word futile.
Futile?
What is it?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Okay.
Huh?
She wasn't making much sense. This is just an overview of all of my Resident Evil streams. Junpei tried rephrasing his question.
Why were you thinking about futility?
At last, she answered.
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Oh.
Yep.
You're right.
Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
No, I haven't. I have, but I don't think Junpei
No,
has.
I haven't. What is it?
In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank, a novel was published. It was called Futility.
Oh, not to this extent.
It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robertson. The story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats, even the location of the accident itself, and the cause and the location of the damage. Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly. It was almost as if he'd seen the whole thing happen. But this book was written 14 years before the Titanic sank.
If this game gets into timey shit, yo. Anyway, don't worry about it. I don't know.
But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. One in 1886 and one in 1892.
I wonder how early the production for these ships starts circulating.
Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, two ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that. But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
That's it. Yeah.
What? Automatic writing?
Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
Are you...
Yeah, I went to art school. I know what this is about.
Are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull.
What do you mean, yes?
Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load.
Yes.
These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic.
Couldn't they, Junpei? Ye of little faith.
When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet.
Or had they?
So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
What is time, Junpei?
That's not it.
That's not it, dumbass!
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit.
The book was.
He was doing the possessing.
Ooh.
Oh.
Shut up, Junpei. If I have any of the Phoenix Wright moments and everyone, then just punch me in the head.
What are you smoking?
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
That's pretty sick. Stead crashed the Titanic. Post-mortem. I don't know if everyone remembers this, but one of my favorite ghost stories that I read was like a short story in a compilation of Australian short stories, and it was I found it in my school library when it was not meant to be in the school library, and I keep mentioning this because it feels like I've imagined it now. It was called like Sheila's something something. It was like Aussie, like it was like local short stories, and one of the stories, I knew that it wasn't meant to be in the library because it had swearing in it. And then it disappeared from the library after I returned it. And I read the book, obviously, because I was like, hey, this isn't meant to be here. Anyway, and so I read it. And then one of the stories really freaked me out for ages. And it was about a girl that predicted her own death, like down to the point. And in her efforts to try and avoid the death, she dies in the same way that she wrote. Anyway, it was very interesting. It only went for like 4 pages, and it was like the shortest story in this book of short stories that I have never found again. And then now I'm like, did I freaking imagine it? So anyway, this is just reminding me of that vaguely, because not only was it very scary and it kind of kept me up at night because I was like, oh shit, whoa, that's fucked up. But then I I also have not been able to trace it back ever. So, if anyone sees a little pink book where the first short story in it is about someone getting bitten by a snake in the outback, and then like halfway through the book there is a story about she ends up being shot to death in a bathroom. That's all I remember. If anyone ever finds that book in Australia, in Sydney, Southwest, friggin' contact me, because I have looked my whole life for that book. It's so scary. Anyway, there's my freaking, just reminded me of that. Thanks a lot, June. God. He decided it was probably best to say nothing. What if what June was saying was insane and utterly absurd? If he tried to take what she was saying seriously, he'd go mad.
Well,
What a cute little gay little laugh you have. Junpei smiled uncomfortably.
well, why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But
Oh, cute. Okay, fine. Yeah, talk. Keep talking. Her voice trailed off and she glanced at the floor, troubled.
Come on, let's get back to it.
Have you seen my death, June? June's Wikipedia binge starts with and it ends on Titanic after hitting ghosts. That seems relatable. It is very relatable. Junpei tapped June gently on the shoulder and awkwardly reached around her to pick up the knife from the box. Knife! Hey Junpei, what you got there? We're really in trouble. I know I'm just repeating myself, but this is really a futility moment. That blade is so rusty. Yeah, I know. We can't cut a damn thing with a knife like this. Cheese? If we're gonna cut anything, we'll probably have to sharpen the knife. I'm sure there's a knife sharpener in this kitchen. Hey, this is how it looks to have a knife fly at you. Hold on. No, wait, we're gonna make you guys throw the knife. This is what it looks like when you throw a knife real cool. Oh shit, guys, you fucked up. Look, it's not even flying straight. Wait, here, this is how we're going to predict my, our aptitude. I'm going to look at the next person that talks in the chat. Fanny, this is how you throw a knife. Ready, set. That's pretty good. Good one, Fanny. It's true. Stop. Stop saying incriminating things, challenge. That's gay. That's it's gay, so I can't flash straight. I like to imagine Junpei is playing with a knife. Okay. Fair. It's a partition that splits the room. What if I use the coal? How about I just use the frozen solid pork to sharpen my knife? It's not working. This knife is too dull. Well, that's probably because it's all rusty. If we had something you could sharpen the knife with. The drawer seems to be stuck. It won't open. It's sealed shut. We can't. It's sealed shut. Add it to the watch list. Honestly, if my streams aren't on the watch list by now, whatever. Rolling pin and colander. Colander? The fuck? Colander? Colander? I can't say colander without sounding either like a ponce or like a bogan. Colander. Or colander. Where am I? Hey, Junpei, where do you think you're going? Oh, I was just thinking I'd check and see if we missed anything in the freezer. Why would we have missed anything? We searched that whole damn place. We put our lives on the line, man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Coriander? Nice. There's a weapon in this game for everyone to get added to the watch list. I don't need to go back there. Okay. There's a silver pot here. Big barrel of milk. Can I use the milk to melt the rust? Is that a thing we can do? Oh, wooden box on the second shelf was that box. Can I use the cheese? How does one sharpen a knife? If not with a knife sharpener or a rock or another knife. That ladle. Ugh. The coals. will forge a new knife. I don't know. I think the cheese should be a murder weapon. Use the pan, I don't know. See that action movie that came out last week? Nah, heard it was critically panned. I don't know. It's pretty enjoyable with a little The humor in this game isn't what I expected. It's really cute. I'm gonna sharpen my knife in the card reader. Card reader, or a knife sharpener. The light is red. Damn it, didn't work. It doesn't matter how many times you try it, this door isn't going to open until we've solved all the puzzles in the room. I'm sure this is all part of Zero's plans. Fuck Zero. I just can't imagine what his motives could be. I can imagine. They won't be right, but I can imagine. I'm gonna stab it. No, I guess not. Big bucket made of tin. There's nothing inside. Anything for me to run a knife through? I can't think of anything. Oh well, guess I'll die. I'm still missing something. Table looks really old-fashioned. Probably means this is an old boat. Where are we? We're talking about the age of the boat. Are we the Titanic? Are we Stead? If this is setting up for some, like... I'll keep my thoughts and theories to myself. Right now, I'm just silly little Junpei, just walking around a boat for the first time in my life. Maybe this is a table for preparing food. Yeah, maybe it is, young man. Maybe it's a sister ship. Oh! A sink. It's still got water in it. Ooh, there's a couple of plates in there, but I don't think they're gonna help us much. What's this? Whetstone! Yes! Okay. A whetstone? What are you planning to do with that? Oh shit, don't tell me you're gonna try and smash open the card reader. Are you an idiot? If you do that, then we'll never get out of here. Oh, yeah, I guess that would be bad, huh? The whetstone's only going to be useful if we need to sharpen something. Good. Do we need to whet the whetstone? Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. The blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. Ooh, Murdy, you have just imparted upon us random Titanic knowledge. Do you know what that means? Aw, sorry, Zeke. Save your connection. For, I don't know. I should start calling Zeke DM now, I suppose. Who are you gonna stab with that? No one? You could probably cut something soft with that. Okay, now. When you do this, it kind of looks like it's wiggling. It's an illusion. Hey, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? I can watch this all day. If someone wanted to make a music video and it just had them doing this with a knife, I would watch it. If you set it on fire, that's culture. Wow. How pretty does that look? Anyway. It's a sink with water in it. There are a couple of plates in the water. I didn't clean my earrings. Sorry, I just remembered. Ah! I take my headphone off. It's gonna be like, my earlobe is just gonna be like. I had a nap last night at like 9 p.m. and woke up at 4 a.m. No one's getting murdered with this knife because we're dancing with it, for sure. Alright, now that I've sharpened the knife. Yes! I cut the pork. I beat this. Oh, awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut out the paper. C plus 10 plus F. Nice. C plus 10 plus F. Do you think it's some kind of code? Damn it! They're just screwing around. Junpei, do you know what C and F stands for? You think maybe it means You think maybe it means corporate finance? I thought it was clever and funny. Like me, Junpei. Okay. I still don't know what it means. Pork nose. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Junpei, maybe the note you found earlier. Yeah, I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? Well, 2 of them are letters, actually. So, I think E is for enter and C is for clearing. So basically, when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. So if I screw up, I just press C, right? Lotus nodded. Alright, let's give it a shot. Well... Wait. I'm not gonna talk you through my logic unless it works. Are we figuring out digital roots? Okay. According to my... No? Okay. That's fine. Fine, so, no. Oh wait. If it's digital root, it'd be 1 number, but... No, it's going to be a whole series. Okay. Like on a calculator? If only the letter said boobies, am I right? Right. Okay. I mean, I did just Google something about this before, but I don't know how that plays into being a maths puzzle. Do you think the note we found in the pork wasn't a hint? C plus 10 plus F. There aren't any letters on the input device. Maybe if we can find a way to convert letters to numbers. Oh yeah, the voucher we found next to the plates had some letters on it, didn't it? Voucher? Maybe they've got something to do with it. That voucher next to the plates? The voucher I have not? Oh. I literally did not notice that ever. That's so interesting. This voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F on the voucher. Ah! I understand. Soup A, seafood dish F. Where's C? I get it. And the plates on the table are 9 appetizer, 16 meat, 10 food, 10 soup. I'm at soup and 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexa. Why? Maybe they're using the 0. I'm gonna beat your ass as soon as I find that little asshole or assholes. Freaking nerd. Okay. And hexadecimal it's a number system that goes 8, 9, 8. Why? It's not even there's a whatever. You're familiar with base 10. Why would I be familiar with base 10? That's the normal system of numbers. Yeah. Oh wait, I am familiar with base 10. I'm just not familiar with calling it base 10 because I just call them numbers. Like normal person. Lotus, why is everyone so educated? The base 10 equivalents for hexadecimal numbers would go like this. You know what? I'm gonna use my handy dandy notebook with my handy dandy pen. You know what I mean? If I was in any of these universes, I would have a theme song specifically for my pen. Okay? Murty. Look at my immaculate book. Damn. I mixed my ink, yeah, and I can't get it back again. Oh god, I just opened this page and it says Dante Precante and Virgil McFertile in really, like, in hand lettering. So there's that. Hooray. Thanks for that. Okay. I've got the only note I've written for this game is Cradle Pharmaceuticals because I don't trust that. I'm coming off a year of Resident Evil. As soon as I hear pharmaceuticals, I'm horse noise. Okay, so according to hexadecimal, I could just figure this out through basic, but no. I wonder if that's what that means then. So I'm writing this down. C plus 10 plus F. C, in this case, is 12. I wonder if it's always 12. Or if it's something that changes. Anyway, who knows? I'm not going to do this maths again, so I'm just writing it down. And 10 equals 16. Well, that's fucking confusing, isn't it? Wait, is that a minus? Oh. The 10 becomes 16 in base 10. Okay, let's just... 10 equals 16 in base 10. I'm going to write these down just so I can offload this information to randoms. In a stream a year from now, I'm going to forget that we played this and I'm going to share this information like I discovered it myself. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it just as 6 letters added from the normal number system after 9 for some goddamn godforsaken reason. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12, blah, 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 and so on. I think I get it. Junpei says, not understanding. Okay, so what does my thing say again? C plus 10 plus F. Which would be, in this case, C equals 12, so 22, so 37? I think? Is that how we're solving it? Quick, before I forget my numbers. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me! Okay. No? Are we doing our freaking... No, I already entered one. 10 is in... Don't tell me things, chat, remember? You let me suffer this on my own. I literally wrote the C hex 10 equals 16. It's fine. Oh, what was the number again? 12. 31. 43. So are we going digital route or are we just going... Maybe? Oh! Okay. Sounds like metal is falling. And then the roof caves in on us. Well, I guess that went well. I would try to write my fanfic and not watch the stream so I don't say things. That's fair. We have a lot of intelligent people in the audience. You can say things. You're how I know stuff about embalming that I don't want to know. The door opened. Good job, Jumpy. Saturn keycard. Saturn's all the way out there. Do we have to go back? This looks like a lowercase h, but the... Did you say H or H? I say H, anyway. But the line through it is throwing me off. This is a symbol for Saturn. Remember, it was in the elevator next to the main staircase. Wasn't there a mark like this on the card reader next to it? Oh yeah, I remember that. I guess that means this card ain't gonna help us get out of this room then. I'm not so sure. Why don't we try it out? So true. What if we end up on an elevator? For some reason. Okay! Everything's happening. Time to go discover the corpses of all my friends. I'm kidding. Yes, I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy! Let's get out of here. Yes! No, this is way too much cheer. Let's go! Found it! Woo! Hey, look, I'm almost in line with it. I wonder if I'm in line with Junpei's, like,
I think we've been here before.
eyes. A metal grate stretched from wall to wall. Beyond it were 2 elevators and the entrance to the kitchen.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Smart.
Next move.
Junpei has one up on me. He can read maps.
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes. Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D.
No, let's refer to them as hexadecimal numbers. Ugh, fucking 0. I'm gonna kick his ass.
First, A and B.
Their ass. Or their asses.
They
What
both
if
seem
we-
to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
0. What if you at home are 0? What if I am 0? You and me are all 0. Batman. Okay. They both seem to connect in a room that looks L-shaped. All rooms are L-shaped unless they're O-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors.
Doors.
But they were both locked. We couldn't open them.
Now, Route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Okay. You know what the new kinning is going to be for this game? Kin yourself if you are 0 adjacent or if you are victim adjacent. But then again, I guess that could be a spoiler of if I... No, just assume the same knowledge as me at this stage and say, are you the person making the freaking puzzle rooms or are you the person that is being inflicted the puzzle room? Or are you both? Tag yourself. This isn't a ploy to get people to use the chat, obviously. This is me being very wary of you guys. It's me. God. Oh no, I'm stuck in the room. That's alright, Medi. That's okay. This goes all the way to the main staircase. That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors. Okay.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
Hopefully!
No, I don't think we will.
Aww.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed, but it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
Thanks for adding the parentheses, Rom, just so we know. Yes, everyone just, yeah, you can dodge out dodge the people surveilling this chat by just saying I'm 0. They'll be like, oh, this self-worth is so bad. In fact, it's all of you guys admitting to redacted. Okay. Read to call. Okay, all 4 looked at the map. They looked down the staircase. It's a lazy curve leading down deeper into the ship.
Route D, then.
D it is.
Say D again.
Yep, Route D.
Hey, June, say D
Then
again.
we're set.
They just tumbled down the stairs. That Foley was impressive. Okay, they jogged down the stairs until they reached the C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Yeah, just like I thought. D-Deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The water gazed back at them, its smooth surface like a great mirror,
At least the water level hasn't really changed.
which is very strange, if we truly are at sea.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C-Deck.
What else is here?
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs. Just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Another strange mark.
Taurus?
Hey, look! It's Lotus's symbol.
What do you mean by that?
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it. That seems like...
Oh!
Oh, ouch, 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 ouch.
Lotus had taken a hold of Junpei's hair. She began to she began to shake him violently, and he thought he thought he heard a low growl coming from her throat.
What was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh my god, such violence. Junpei began to wonder if she was not the devil itself. With an uncomfortable smile, always, June spoke up.
This is a Mercury symbol.
Mercury. I just assumed Taurus because it had blinking horns. I keep going to horoscopes. It's planets, but anyway.
The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hermes herpes, whatever.
This game's so funny. I wasn't expecting it
If
to
we
be
can't
funny.
get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I guess we can't get on then. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
They weren't sure how many, but certainly enough to be discouraging.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I think the sun already set.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
In an
That's
earlier round.
even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
To the right was a small hallway.
Now the right hallway.
A small way. Quickly, they headed into it. It was approximately the same size as the alcove in front of the stairs. The hallway led towards the stern, and at its end was a set of double doors.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Here, adding to the despair counter.
Let's open them.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with this one.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
Oh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
Thrilled to have found an unlocked door, he threw it open. Okay, no blood on the doors, at least. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay.
What?
Hey, wait, no, that's troubling. He simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared, open-mouthed. After a few long moments, Santa managed to speak.
What the hell is this? This place is huge.
A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on the 4 companions. Companions? Oh, we're friends. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Rom in the chat. I'm sure there's a not harrowing reason for this. Yeah. They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses. They were filming a Lady Gaga music video here.
Is this a hospital?
I'm getting ripped tonight? R.I.P. He had at last been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room. Uh-oh.
It definitely has the smell.
Are we talking like blood or are we talking disinfectant?
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
One of them doesn't have a number. 3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint, hopefully.
The left door says 3.
Fanny. Oh my god, Maddie! Because I know that when I watch the VOD back, it'll annoy me to not know what was said. Murdy said, watch, it's gonna be like the number of beds is the amount of children that drowned in the Titanic sinking or some screwed up shit. And Fanny said, do you want to hear about the Titanic hospital bed theory? Y'all funny. I might check on the chat on screen next time, but we'll see.
The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
For sure, Junpei.
Why is the second door blank?
Good question.
That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Junpei headed towards the doors, weaving his way between the beds. He started with door 3 on the left and moved to the right until he reached door 8. Oh, you're trying them the old-fashioned way. Okay, see, I'd given up hope on that front, but...
Oh, it's no use.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the nonary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
It's no power!
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But this one,
There's nothing on it.
right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
It's not responding.
Damn it. All 4 took turns placing their hands over the red, but it refused to respond. They pulled at the lever, cronk, and still it did nothing. As soon as they discovered it wasn't only the red for door 8 that was behaving strangely, as they soon discovered.
Door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
Say it. He deserves
No, that's impossible.
I think it's pretty possible.
You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Fine.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
It was at that moment that they heard a voice from behind them.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
Hello? They spun around to see. Gamehead.
Snake!
Hey! But it was more than just Snake. Yay! Yay!
Ace! Clover! 7!
Oh, they're alive! For now. Yeah, they're alive! Okay, good. Although they were glad to see one another, it wasn't terribly surprising that they had. If it had been the other way party who had opened the gate in front of the kitchen, it wasn't unreasonable that they'd bump into one another eventually. Yay! The rest of Snake's team, however, did look rather surprised.
Ow!
How did you end up here?
Oh, they thought we were going somewhere else. Oh, who is creating red herrings? Oh!
That's my line?
Yeah.
Perhaps we should exchange information.
Like, yeah, we should. Thank you, Papa Ace. After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through and how they ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile. Almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the 9th man. That's because... I had. No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Yeah! Not in a morbid or hateful way, no, the ninth man had died, but they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. This game is too emotionally intelligent for me to be comfortable with. Don't! A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. For now. Still alive. He felt sorry for the ninth man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive. Clever! Very good. Very nice writing. Nerves. As soon as horror is like remotely emotionally intelligent, I'm like, oh, you have a certain amount of power. No, it's not horror. Puzzle. You know, it's very basic too. It's a good little whiff thriller, I guess.
There you have it. Our half of the story.
What could be more thrilling than horror? The inherent horror of the thrill. Whatever, genres are stupid. Anyway, his part finished, Ace fell silent. For a moment, Junpei was silent in thought, then he spoke.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight.
Let me see if I got all this straight. No offense, Snake.
When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't lie to me, would you? Me? Friendly friend of yours that you just met? Me?
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Indeed.
Why don't we check those 3 Reds again, just in case?
You're right. Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Batteries?
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't.
I trust you, tall hair man.
There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
I actually don't.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however.
Nice that they wrote engraved for him.
I was able to get a good feel of it.
Yeah, that's why.
I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Nice.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what
Despair.
they all mean.
For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room?
Junpei's funny.
I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
What if it's an influenza cruise ship? That's not funny, but yeah. Of all people, it was Seven who answered, and with calm confidence.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic.
You know?
The Gigantic?
Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else.
What is this Gigantic?
Hi, Shank! What's up? Seven knit his brows for a moment, then began to explain.
The Gigantic. She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century.
Oh.
Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same.
Hey, sisters.
The Gigantic was said to be one of them.
Nice.
They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched.
Uh-huh.
The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship.
As they do.
At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdane bought her.
Lord Gourdane.
Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking.
Oh.
That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
Troubling.
So you're saying this Lord Bourdain bought this ship?
Also known as Lordain.
Yeah, at least I think I am.
Overalls? I knew you had ocean-faring knowledge.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down, just pay attention. What,
The
that's
adult
it?
speaking.
Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
Look, doesn't even matter.
No, I've got more.
Let the man speak.
Like?
Well, I mean,
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare. Look, it's a theory. A boat theory. He scratched his head for a moment, and then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Yeah. Lotus sighed and shook her head.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Junpei was, he felt, legitimately shocked by what seemed to be new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had said something very strange.
Yeah?
Huh?
Your point being?
He decided to revise his attitude for the next question. Oh my god, please save that line.
Wait, was I the only one that didn't know?
Everyone nodded.
Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
At all? Then, almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment... that's not embarrassment, I want to know. Oh no, gongs. That's not a good sign. A bell began to ring from far away.
A bell?
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway.
Thank God. Junpei counted each chime carefully.
10, 11, 12. Huh, 12.
It's midnight.
Stop saying cursed things, June!
And we've still got 6 hours left, right?
Yeah!
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
In your butthole, if anyone's seen the video. Anyway, please share the video in midstream if you know what I'm talking about. The Big Breakfast guy released a song about where to find something that you've lost. I think that was this morning. Anyway, just saying.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Why not? Do you have something better to do?
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 other rooms?
Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust Seven. Seven scratched his head awkwardly.
Maybe?
All right, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
Junpei was chosen to search rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft. I don't know what that sentence means.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
It does.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Yes.
Right.
Then let's do this.
The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However, suspicious ellipses. Oh boy. From far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. It did so only once. It was 1 a.m., goddamn!
It's 1. I better get back to the others.
You guys better be. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find that, yes, whoo, to find 6 of the others already there. Wait, 6? How many of us are there again? Uh-oh. Ace, Santa, Clover, June, 7, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of door number 8. Or perhaps to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to door number 8.
What are they doing over there?
Oh, had one of them found the missing piece?
What happened, guys?
It was June who answered him.
Jumpy, look!
What? She was pointing at the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. Nah! Immediately he knew it had been.
Vacant.
Vacant? Just like Junpei. Junpei sighed.
Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well,
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked confused as June, but kept their mouths shut.
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
Why didn't you just tell me?
No.
When I got back, it was already like this.
Lotus. You keep finding yourself in predicaments.
There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
What? Let me see.
Let me, the smartest guy in the room. Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again just to make sure. At least he's earnest. I guess you have that for Junpei. The slot that had been open on the bottom was now covered with metal.
You're right. It's in there. What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Let me take a look.
Junpei quickly examined the other 2 boxes. Look, I like that they didn't run through without me.
It's just as you said.
Nothing's engaged. Satisfied that they were also repaired, but still very confused, as always, he returned to the others.
All right, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct.
none.
Ace and June nodded silently. 7 raised his hands as if to say, not me, and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing.
Huh. Wait a minute.
Where's... Yeah, that's when he noticed.
Where's Snake?
Junpei swept his eyes across the room a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen.
Does that mean that he found them?
I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
Well, if we just find
I don't
him...
suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Did no one accompany him?
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
Clover raised her head.
No! That's impossible!
Suddenly she was shouting.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see.
Okay, my bad.
So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible.
Clover had started to shake and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. I'm sorry. We'll find him. It's okay. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes.
I'm gonna go look for him.
No, don't! God! The words were barely out of her mouth and she began to run.
Hey, hold on, Clover. Wait!
Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was Cool! 2 missing people.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah.
Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the red is working now.
No.
No, we're not leaving 2 people behind. We should go look for them.
Oh, man. This ain't good.
We have like 4 hours. That's like a day.
Yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Santa. Shh.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time.
For you, maybe, old
We've
man.
only 5 hours left.
5 hours. Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. In front of the stairs that led to B deck, they decided to split up. Oh my god!
Let's split up.
Thanks.
All right, I'll take this direction.
Then I shall look that way.
I'll be over here.
See you all later.
And Lotus is just gonna sit. Soon, only 2 of them were left. Those 2 were Junpei and June, who had been a few steps behind the
All right,
others.
We should go too.
Yes, let's go. But where should we start?
Let's see.
Anywhere. Oh, there's a casino? I'm gonna say the casino just because he named himself after dice. And I didn't know there was a casino.
How about the casino on B deck?
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
They took off up the stairs at a run. Upstairs? Ugh. Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. Oh, she was leaning against the wall, examining her neck. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Examining her nails.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
She glanced up at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
Low, 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 low.
I'm just not seeing it.
Junpei.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
Maybe we don't give a fuck. Come
That's the
on.
problem.
Oh, Junpei, it's okay. Don't worry about
by
it.
the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
Refuse and I'm curious, but is it gonna take 10 minutes? It's probably just like, let's go through the door together. What number is she again? 8? Is she 8? 5, 13, plus 6 is 19, 10, 1? I don't think that any of the rooms had that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever, I'm gonna refuse and leave to go with the vibe.
No, that's all right. Let's go, June.
I regret that choice. I feel like I wanted to listen to what she had to say.
Was that okay? You don't think we should have listened to her?
Don't ask me! I already regret my choice.
No, I've got a pretty good idea what her proposal would have been.
Yeah, Junpei said, head empty. Oh, I could have saved beforehand. Don't worry about it. It's my first playthrough. And I have a funky fresh feeling I'm going to be playing this game more than once. So, I guess I just won't get too hung up on my choices right now. I guess.
We should be looking for Snake.
Huh.
Well, where should we go next?
Clover's the one that seems like she's about to die. Let's go first class
Let's go
cabin.
take a look at the first class cabin. It's really close.
Damn, I just completely skipped my opportunity to talk to Lotus. Whoopsie. They turned around and took off down the hallway to their left. I should have talked to her. I'm going to regret that for the rest of the game. That's fine. Outside of the first class cabin, they found Clover. Oh, okay. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point on the wall, her eyes blank. Oh my god! What should Junpei do? Do a little dance, man. Show her your cool knife. Let's talk to her.
Are you alright?
He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond.
Look, I know you're really worried, but
Oh, sorry. He could think of no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. That's fine. Just say them, man. Junpei hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who seemed to have been who she seemed to have been very close to. The way they talk about these siblings makes me like cautious of Why do I feel like everyone's lying?
Alone.
Her voice was thin and barely audible.
Alone.
Hmm?
Alone. I said leave me alone!
Dang. Okay. Suddenly she was
You're
screaming.
so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off!
That's okay.
Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else! Stop bothering me!
Okay, sorry. Junpei was taken aback. That's fine. That's fine. Such anger and hate. It's fine. She's like 3. June's eyes had gone wide with surprise as well.
Why are you still here? Did you hear me?
Because you're a walking red flag, but okay.
Huh?
Fine, forget it. If you aren't
No,
gonna
no, no, no,
leave,
no.
then I'll just.
All right, let's go, June.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Stay put. Oh, good. Don't worry about it, honey bun. We'll just leave you and find your brother. It's okay. They turned and left Clover. I'm sorry. As they did, Junpei glanced back over his shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face. I am so sorry, Clover. It's okay. This will be okay. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Clover had driven home the misery of their situation, but Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed. Junpei is smart in some ways.
We really need to find Snake, for Clover's sake.
Junpei is smart in some ways. He did his best to push away the misery and depression and forced Oh god. Okay, yeah, thank you, Junpei.
So, where do you think
Forced
we
a
should
smile.
go next?
Whoa, he's cute. Maybe I shouldn't have spoken to her.
Hey, why don't we go back to C deck? We can take a look at that hallway with all the rooms.
Okay, let's get going then.
Together they ran down the stairs.
Oh, it's Ace.
Ahead of them, farther, down the hallway, they spotted Ace.
Hey, Snake! Where are you? Answer me if you're there!
What should Junpei do? Stop giving me choices! Run to Ace. Alright.
Let's go.
With June in tow, Junpei jogged up to Ace. Hearing their footsteps, he turned to greet them.
Ah, hello there. Snake is... Well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
Thank you, chat, for continuing to make that joke. Snake! 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 Okay. June's face looked kinda enraptured.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
It doesn't matter.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that? The question seemed somehow odd to Junpei.
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Ace looked at him for a moment and then spoke.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't.
Now that you mention it?
Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another.
Why don't you know what it's okay. It's alright.
It certainly isn't rare.
That's out of character. He said isn't instead of is not. Who's writing this game? Some manner of infant? Junpei was not sure why, or even if he was seeing what he thought he was, but he could have sworn that Ace's face tightened as he spoke. Why?
At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well. Let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
But what if I don't trust you?
All right. Let's go, Jumpy.
Yeah, Junpei is dumb. You're a twin? You have to play Devil May Cry now. You're like obligated by law. At June's urging, they left. They found themselves back at the stairs, but Junpei's mind was in turmoil.
Something about that was... I'll think on it later.
I don't know why, but every time I look at Ace, I'm like, like I just, the instinct.
Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority.
But I'm very curious about what secrets he holds. Everyone here seems like they have secrets, except Junpei. But maybe Junpei does. I don't know. Junpei did his best to clear his mind.
All right, where should we go next?
Let's go to the casino again. I guess we might as well talk to Lotus. Yeah, I have to know if I'm Dante or Virgil. I'm sorry. Who is too dumb for secrets? Junpei. Yeah.
Let's go take a look around the casino.
Okay, let's go.
They quickened their pace and headed to the B deck. feel like fakers would be too anxious about the fact they look too different. Like if they looked eerily similar, I'd question it.
There's no one here. Let's
Oh.
try somewhere else.
Okay. Oh, I missed my opportunity to talk to Lolo. I want to see if anyone is,
Hey, why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Sure, let's go.
Together they ran down the stairs.
Hey, wait. That's...
On their way to the large hospital room, Junpei and June noticed Santa standing next to the number 3 door.
Santa?
Junpei paused. What should Junpei do? Talk to him? Junpei and June walked up to Santa.
What are you doing?
What? You can't tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but
Who do you think did it?
Santa's eyes narrowed as he looked at June. Uh-oh. She shook her head.
I don't know.
Well, what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
I'm gonna say someone other than the 8 of them. Does the 8 include 0? I don't think 0 is like physically, or is they? Is they? Or are they? Someone other than, whatever.
Maybe there's someone else on this ship with us.
You mean someone hiding here?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just an idea.
And you're saying this mystery person fixed the reds?
I'm saying that that's a better option than sowing doubts and discontent.
Yeah.
God.
Why?
That's, I don't know.
Santa shoved his hands into his pockets and cracked his knuckles.
Seems unlikely.
You seem unlikely.
Why?
I don't know. Just a feeling. Hard to believe Zero'd bring in a secret 10th player.
Hard to believe.
I mean, the name of the game is the Nonary game, for Christ's sake. You know what Nonary means, right? It means 9.
Oh. Why would...
No, that's not what I meant. I mean more like someone who's been living here for a long time.
Oh, like a squatter.
Or someone who, like, stayed here.
Seriously? That's even more ridiculous.
Okay, says you, scarf bandage.
Why do you think Zero would leave them alone?
Maybe...
So, in other words,
Junpei furrowed his
one
brow.
of us is the person who fixed the red.
Maybe. Santa grinned.
Bingo! We have a winner.
But if that's true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed it.
Yeah,
But why?
no idea. Maybe if they can clean on that, it means we'd find out something else. Something bad.
If Snake was given secret information at the start of this, what's to say that everyone else wasn't given secret information at the
bad?
start of this? I don't know.
But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding.
Ace seems like he's got stuff to hide.
Of course, it could have something to do with Snake's disappearance.
You think maybe they did something to Snake?
Yeah.
Junpei stared at Santa. There was something about him that made Junpei wary. At first he'd assumed the other man, wasn't terribly clever, but Junpei was beginning to think he would need to reevaluate that assessment. When Santa spoke again, his voice was
Look,
quiet.
if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose.
That's interesting.
You've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back.
With that depressing suggestion, he turned and quietly walked away, projecting his issues onto all of us here in this here boat.
That's that, I guess.
The state of his Twitter account would be atrocious. Junpei and June looked at one another and smiled awkwardly. Anyway, where would they go next? Hahaha. Let's go to the hallway with all. Let's go to the first
Why
class
don't we go
cabin.
check out the first class cabin?
All right, let's go.
They quickened their pace and headed for B deck. Is it still Clover here?
No one's here. Maybe
Oh,
we'll
shit.
have more luck somewhere else. But where? Hey, why don't we go back to C deck? We can take a look at that hallway with all the rooms.
Okay, let's get going.
Okay, so we're doing this again, and I think it'll end.
Oh, nobody's here.
Okay, Snake was of course
Let's
nowhere
look
to be
somewhere
found.
else.
Let's look somewhere
But
else.
where?
Let's go
Oh,
take
shit.
a look around.
Sorry, I didn't
Okay.
mean to press that.
Let's go take a look
Fuck.
at the first class.
Sorry, okay, remind me to stop pressing the button.
No one's here. Maybe we'll have more luck, but where? How about
Fuck! Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Let's go take a look.
Okay, I was rushing through the buttons. Alright.
There's no one here. Let's try somewhere else.
Okay.
Hey, why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Wait, why did it give me one lit up option?
Sure, let's.
Did I fuck that up?
I don't think anyone is here. What next?
Why is it not letting me? It grays out all the options you've chosen.
Let's go have a look at the hall.
I'll go wherever
But
you do.
I have done all the options now.
Oh, nobody's here. Let's look somewhere else.
But where?
Let's go take a look
Shit.
around the casino.
Okay.
Okay, I need to stop rapid tapping the button.
There's no one. Let's try somewhere else. Let's go back downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors.
Okay, so the graying doesn't mean
Nobody's
anything.
here. Let's look somewhere else.
But where?
Why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
We're sure it's not Junpei. Yeah.
Okay, let's go then.
They turned and headed towards the large hospital, and I guess we'll finish searching.
I don't
Where's
think anyone
Seven?
is here. What next?
Have you been to the first class cabin? Yeah, twice.
Let's go take a look around.
Okay.
Let's try somewhere else.
Been everywhere.
Hey, why don't we go back to the
Sure, let's go.
I don't know why it only grayed out in that order, but that's fine.
I don't think anyone is.
Okay, finish searching. They looked everywhere they could think of, but Snake was nowhere to be found, and now we've lost Seven and Lotus. Maybe they've already gone through.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched.
Lotus looked around at 6 frustrated faces and
And we
spoke.
can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
Junpei couldn't disagree with what she was saying. Snake seemed to have completely disappeared. There was no point in wasting any more time. What if he... Oh... The others seemed to be having similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, Seven spoke.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. There's a problem, though. We've got to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal.
She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood. Finally, she stopped.
Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
I'm sorry?
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but
Yeah.
yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3. I don't know how to interpret this. 1 second. It won't let me save? Okay! Alright, so leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3. Not sure. Junpei wasn't quite sure that was
Wait
true.
a minute. 2 people get left behind if we split into 5 and 2, and 1 person is left behind if we split into 3, 3, and 1. I got that part. You can't go through the numbered doors with any less than 3 people. But if we split into 4 and 3, then why do 3 people have to be left behind?
Just run the numbers. Let's say we go through door 7 with 1, 4, 5, 6. Who's left over?
That would be 3, 7, 8.
What's the digital root for that?
3 plus 7 plus 8 is 18, so add 1, 8, 9.
Exactly. But door 9 isn't here, right? That means 3, 7, 8 won't be going anywhere.
I thought she meant blow someone up.
That was just an example, of course.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different combinations, but the result will always be the same.
Oh, so you know every single number that
Doesn't
exists now.
matter which door it is. The 3 that are left over can't go through any of the doors. Go ahead and calculate it if you have the time. You'll see.
Maths.
Anyway, that's how it is. Now, if we can get back to my proposal, we only have to sacrifice one person if we split into 3, 3, and 1.
Only one? Your way of thinking is a bit fucky. When Seven spoke, his voice was strained.
Then you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution.
I'm sorry, morally? Okay.
If the other 6 are to survive, then one person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa, whoa.
Calm down, you two.
Santa steps between Lotus and June.
Look, what Lotus is trying to say is you should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Exactly. That's how democracy works.
Oh, okay.
And for that reason, I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
No, that's terrible.
I'm not asking you. Shut up.
Lady, if you...
What about you, Santa?
Me? Well, I agree, I guess.
All right, that's 1 vote for. Counting mine, that's 2. 7.
I can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Oh, glad to see you get it.
Who's to say that the person we leave behind here dies? I honestly hate to say that my mind went to, well, we'll leave Clover here because she won't want to come anyway, and then we'll come back for her and Snake. But then if we meet Snake later and he'll be like, hey, so where's my sister? We're like, I thought you were looking after. But anyway, I don't know.
If I can get one more vote, then it's decided.
Who died and made you friggin' Prime Minister of
What
fucking...
about you, Clover?
Clover had moved away from the group and was sitting on one of the beds. Her whole body drooped. Junpei didn't know if she'd even heard Lotus's proposal.
Hey, Clover.
Lotus walked over to Clover and gently laid a hand on her shoulder.
Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors.
That's a stretch!
We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow?
He could be stuffed in a vent. He could be drowned in the water. He could be anywhere. Someone could have taped fucking, like, iron to his legs and he's just sunk in the ocean over there. No one went diving, did they? Oh, you... Snake is pretty tall. I've seen that meme. That's like one of the 2 things I saw about this game prior. Snake gay and Snake tall. Fold him up? What do you mean, like Sigma's Anyway.
Let's go look for him together, okay?
That's the 3rd thing I know about this franchise, and that's it!
If we sacrifice one person, then we can go look for him.
She's smart. I'll give her that.
You agree with me,
She's way too good at manipulating me.
right?
Okay.
Nah! Clover nodded once.
The motion carries.
Shut up, Lotus. Don't laugh in front of the person that you just... Lotus spun around and walked towards Junpei. Don't...
Now, let's start a vote to...
That won't be necessary.
Ace had barely spoken for Lotus's entire speech and everyone jumped a little. 6 pairs of eyes turned to look at him. He didn't seem to notice or even care.
I will stay. That should solve our problem, yes?
Why?
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that! That won't solve anything!
I mean, it will, but it's not good. But anyway, she looked around desperately for someone to agree with her. Ace simply looked at her.
June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you, each and every one of you.
Big mistake, but I mean, thank you.
I believe you'll come back for me.
Aww. Or do you?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts.
Hey, man. That's your... You linked arms, man. Don't say
Those
that.
doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out.
But if we blow this popsicle stand, then we can bust him out through the roof.
If we go through them.
You won't be able to return, correct?
Yeah.
There's a blank door.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
Yeah.
What?
Please, I beg you, once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
That's a lot of faith.
No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time.
That's a lack of faith. Finally, Junpei could hold his tongue no longer.
We've only got 5 hours left. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then, perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me?
He makes a fantastic point. I say that if you are not sacrificing yourself, then you ought not kill the confidence of the one that is.
Or perhaps you would be willing to leave June behind?
Using June against Junpei, I see. Ace's voice was dignified without a hint of cruelty or malice. Perhaps Papa Ace is just a papa. Papa, even. Junpei had no rebuttal.
You see,
But
there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go, quickly.
I still don't trust you, though. Junpei stood frozen by indecision, unable to move. June bit her lip so hard that Junpei feared she would break the skin. Santa stood against the wall, calm and aloof. Seven tore his beanie from his head and turned it over anxiously in his hands. Ooh. Only Clover stared at Ace with an expression Junpei was unable to decipher. What happened with Clover and Lotus's attitude? I don't trust Ace still. Anyway, Lotus's attitude. I don't trust any of them. Oops. Okay, however, was different from the others.
Let's accept his kind offer then.
You know what's got me suspicious? Before 9 guy died, he said something about like he told me this would work different, right? Like, so I'm like, what if they all have and Snake got given information on his own, you know what I mean? Half of you guys have played this game. I'm just talking to people who know already. But anyway, this is why I stream, right? Anyway, I just think it's interesting that we all might have different information. Maybe Snake was just kind enough to share it. But I don't know. Maybe not. She smiled, her eyes bright. Ace answered with a smile of his own. What is up with you guys?
I think this is the best for me.
I think you've done something.
Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. It may be my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
Maybe it's the burden of your lies. I don't know why. As he spoke, Ace lowered himself down to the floor next to one of the beds. Why didn't you sleep on one of the beds? Is he too tall and girthy for it? From somewhere deep in the ship, Junpei suddenly heard the screeching of metal on metal. Oh fuck, oh shit. It was almost as if the ship was screaming. Would it really hold until their time limit was up? Already, D-Deck was flooded. In the sudden silence, the only sound was the sad metal wail of the ship. Unsurprisingly, it was Lotus who spoke first.
Well, what are you waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
As if a spell had been broken, the others all began to talk at once.
You're right. We should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7.
Seriously, Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa? I have to find my brother.
Alive?
Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be. Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Say something. Hey, this looks like the Say Something video clip too.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
His words sounded hollow and fake.
Fine. Forget about it. I'll figure it out on my own.
She spun around and ran toward Ace. Damn. He suits sadness. Anyway, he had slumped down next to the bed when June grabbed his arm and pulled.
Ace! Come on, Ace. Please stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here.
Then it happened. Uh-oh. Huh? Ace fell forward. He slumped over onto the wooden floor, his body folded in half like a boxer out cold.
Ace!
June cried out and dropped to her knees beside him. She put her arm around his neck and did her best to lift him up.
What happened? Ace, say something!
I'm giving up on you. She shook him frantically. His eyes fluttered open.
I'm all right.
What's up? His voice was weak and slightly slurred.
How are you all right?
This.
He held out his left arm and slowly opened his hand.
A syringe?
I'm sorry? In it was a syringe and a small vial. The vial was empty. It had only recently been emptied. A few drops clung to the sides. There was a label taped to the side of the container. It read, Soporil Beta. Soporil Beta?
Soporil Beta.
Soporil.
What does this do?
I don't know.
Did you use this?
Yes. It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
Why the fuck did you freaking trank yourself?
Anesthetic?
I found it earlier.
You're sus.
While we were searching the hospital rooms, I thought it might be useful later. I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
Hey, that's suspicious, man.
Why did you do this?
What if... You're sus! You're sus as shit, bro!
Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap. I really am very tired.
Junpei knew that wasn't why he'd done it. Ace had injected himself with anesthetic to forestall Junpei and June's attempts to bring him along. Look, if he's doing this to make the decision easier for the rest of us, then that's fine. But I just think it's sus, okay? And I don't trust that Snake is out somewhere and he just got a vial of anesthetic that he was going to use on someone. What do you mean? If he couldn't move, there was nothing they could do. Come on, if we each grabbed a leg, we could easily drag him through. He'd injected himself so that they would be forced to leave him behind. I would take him out of spite. Here's what you get for using anesthetic to try and make a choice for me. I'm gonna dangle your stupid dead dad arm against the wall and drag you through the rest of the puzzles.
Ace.
Dumbass.
Is there something you want to say? I just like to sleep a little. Could you keep it down?
If this is his noble sacrifice, then by all means I'll give him his credit at the end of the game. When it's proven that it's noble and not him just avoiding something.
No, don't, Ace. Don't fall asleep.
Go to sleep.
You feel warm. So comfortable.
Why are you saying
I
it
think
like
I'll
that?
have a nice dream.
I would immediately just... You know that Princess Jellyfish gif of the guy just being like, what? That's what I'm doing. Okay. Enjoy that. You know what? We're gonna take that as just human warmth, huh? Nice. And not... Almost as though he were... Bro, are you dying right now?
Ace!
Bro, are you dying?
Ace!
Can you not die on us? She shook his shoulder again and again and again and again and again and again, but this time he didn't respond. Oh, he's still breathing, unless that was a death rattle. Only the gentle rising and falling of his chest told them he was alive. Okay, Junpei was relieved to see he was, in fact, still breathing.
Let's get him up on a bed.
That's the common anime character dying language, so I'll take it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Maybe I'll have a nice dream. What if he has... Oh, fuck, I don't know. Okay, he lifted Ace up off the floor and laid him on the bed, proving that we could put him on a bed and drag him through the rest of the puzzles, out of spite, but whatever. We'll listen to Lotus, our new elected leader. Anyway, he lifted Ace off the floor and laid him on the bed, whatever. When Junpei turned around... What do you call it when you disagree? No, sorry, what do you call it when you have a discussion with number one in this game? You call that ace discourse. Anyway, when Junpei turned around, Lotus gave him a look of pity.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste. Right?
Right, Lotus?
Like you even mean that.
You say something?
I would sass the shit out of Lotus. Like, I would probably agree with some of the stuff she says, but...
No.
No, nothing. Someone's throwing stuff. It felt wrong, but he had to agree. Then suddenly, Santa spoke.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh?
Guess not.
What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Ah, yes.
Your sass
Yes,
would
that's
get
true.
me. My sass would get me killed? It's the way to go.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
Why are we...
I want door number 8. It's the same number as my bracelet number.
I don't...
Got it. You're 8. You're next 7. Which one do you want?
Why are we just...
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
What? What did you just say?
How do you pronounce that? Is it sussy or is it sussy? Oh, anyway. Pick 3 to be a contrarian. Mimic, go ahead and punch me. I didn't say go ahead and punch me. Wait, no, yes I did. Never mind. The first one, sussy. Okay, good. Sussy. Rather die sassy than live a sussy baka is what Murdy said. And Rom said, we already know that Mim sass is what's going to get her killed. Her face distorted by rage, Lotus took a step forward, toward 7, sorry. He threw up his hands and made a face like a child caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
She shot him a glare that would have melted steel, then turned and stalked off.
All right, who's next?
Santa's gaze moved across the 3 people left, except he put us in a corner now. Finally, they stopped on Junpei. 7, why are you scared? Because he's a gentleman that knows about boats.
Junpei, which door do you want?
At last, Junpei's mind was already made up. Was it? Wait, can I pick any door? Thank you, Ace, for your sacrifice, I guess. I'm gonna go with 7. I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna go... $7? Dragonling saying please do makes me sus as hell. Now I want to go with 3. Damn it. Do whatever you want. It's all futile anyway. Futility. Just remember how the math works out. No. Anyway, I'm just gonna go with 7 because I like the number 7. I guess. Who else is here? 7 plus what? 7 plus 5 is 13. Plus 6 is 22. We won't be able to go through anyway. Whichever one meant Lotus couldn't get away. Junpei's mind. Whoa! Oh, cool. Pew! I don't know. The maths isn't gonna work anyway, but that's okay. I'll just. Whatever. Oh, let's pick 3.
I want to go through door number 3.
Nope, you can't.
Fuck you!
Huh? Why?
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
No, that's only because you whatever. Yeah, Maddie. Whoops. I will save anyway, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing many like saves to go back for. Yeah, that makes sense, Danny, but oh well. Look, if I replayed Detroit like 10 times to get all the routes, I'll replay this game to get all the routes. As a fun reminder, in Detroit, there was a section that had like 10 different options for how to deal with an asshole. And I went the one option that was assured that you would murder him. And I felt like, I think it was, someone said that was a very like telling MIM option. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. Well, not really. It was pretty sad. But anyway, would you like to quit? No. I feel like I'm gonna kill everyone.
Why?
The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, whatever.
There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8.
Why'd you give me the option then?
That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see. That means one team would get left behind.
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options.
Santa began to explain.
Option A, have 3, 5, and 8 go through door 7.
Which is Santa, Junpei, and Lotus.
And 4, 6, 7 go through door 8.
Which is... Who's 4 again? Clover. Clover, June, and... Thingy.
Option B, 4, 5, and 7 go through 7. And 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Option C, 3, 6, and 7 go through 7. And 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
Okay.
Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait.
That was when Junpei realized he'd had to be separated from June. Plan B divides into 2 teams. 4, 5, 6, blah, 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 blah.
But that means
There was one thing they all had in
5
common.
and 6 can never be on the same team.
Ugh.
If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
June and Junpei had been friends when they were kids. He trusted her more than anyone on the ship. Alas, I think I trust her less. If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taken away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do? Or am I now going to kill everyone else on this ship except one person whose limp, dead arm I can throw against these walls?
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die. So what are you gonna do?
7.
7 or 8? Time to choose.
Junpei thought hard. After thinking it over, his conclusion was... Oh, wow. That's curious. I will go with 7. I don't know. Option 3 is the asshole option. 5 plus what? 5 plus 6 is 11. That equals 2. And then Ace's corpse. Dragonling, say nothing! Gosh. I don't know. Who has backstories? I don't know. See, I would choose 7 too, just because I like 7 and because it progresses. But I would be curious about what happens when I pick 3, just for the sake of it. See, the thing is, I want to keep June close, but only because I distrust her. And I want to know why. Follow what is most intriguing. Be it character or door. I want to see what 3 says. Because ideally, I shouldn't be able to do that unless I drag someone else along with me and ruin this whole plan. Wait, who was the person that would drag along with me? So what would equal 12? 1, Ace. But then what else can equal 3? 20, 21? I can't make it to 21. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh! Which team got Lotus? I feel like we have to keep an eye on as many sus people. And other than June, Lotus, and 7 intrigue me. They all are sus, and that's the sus thing about it. Very sussy baka situation. Doesn't have to be 3 people exactly. Remember the requirement is 3 to 5 per room. So true. What if I find new maths? Wait. Okay. So Junpei said. Plus 6. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I see. No, wait, no. Sarah. Shh. Yeah, I'm gonna find new maths.
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts!
You're
You've
nuts.
gotta be crazy!
You gotta be crazy.
Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
Oh, you don't like it for... Of course you wouldn't give me all the options. No, wait, you don't like 4. Never mind. I forgot what you're doing. Junpei paused. He swallowed the words he'd been about to say.
I'm just curious about door 3. That's all.
That doesn't explain shit!
Yeah.
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me.
With that, he began walking toward the door. Their curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that it wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at the number 3 door, and by then, I'm sure he's come up with a solution. Junpei stopped.
I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
What? Why?
Please, just do it.
He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his hand heavy on the scanner.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red.
Junpei.
Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Yep. I think
Junpei thought about his answer for a moment.
I might have found another way out.
What?
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 Really?
That got them excited. Just as Junpei
Now please,
intended.
June.
Oh, okay.
With those 2 numbers in red, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner, and the 3rd asterisk blinked on. 4 plus 5 is 9.
All right. The only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover, once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
Junpei! I can't find a single instrument in my area. We're in a pickle. We're in a pickle. We're in a pickle of a pickle. We're in a pickle.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! That stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit. Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Okay. Oh. Oh, Junpei. Oh, wow. Junpei glanced at June.
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
I'm impressed. Santa was furious. His face was red and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly and then opened them again.
So, who's it going to be?
Oh my god, Junpei.
Santa? Or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
I am the discontent.
Let's go, Clover.
Oh! Huh? Oh! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god. Lotus leapt forward. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei and the door.
Fuck!
Fuck is right, Santa! Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment, then shot forward like a bullet from a gun. Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover.
No, wait!
Santa did not hesitate, bitch.
Ah!
He slammed his hand down on the red. Oh my god.
This is insane! This isn't right!
And yet you participate in society. Curious? He glared at Junpei. His chest heaving.
Yeah, well, you may be right.
You may be right! Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort. Favorite line character description. But he turned to the red and pulled the lever. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oops! With the sound of metal on metal, the door opened. It would only remain so for 9 seconds. There was no time to think. Oh. Hey, wait, hold up, maths. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 3 is... They can't get through anyway. Just get... Wait. Okay, wait. That's not it. Lotus. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 1. 13 is 4. There's no 4 either. But if it's 8 plus 2, 10 plus 14, 15, is there a 6? Nah, we fucked it. We fucked him. Oh shit. Oh wow.
Go.
Junpei. Okay. Junpei and his 3. Bro, we are gonna kill each other in there. Junpei and his 3 reluctant companions jumped into the door's gaping mouth, one after the other. Oh no. No sooner did they enter than an all too familiar noise sounded from their left wrists. The detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door.
No.
They stood still, stopped where they had been when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed and they were gone. Oh, I am going to get the shit beaten out of me.
Son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair!
Well, neither was your plan, to be fair. Santa rounded on Junpei. Lightning crackling in his eyes and his knuckles white. Punch me then,
You
come
realize
on.
what you just did?
Yes.
You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough!
Thank you, Mountain. It hadn't been Junpei that spoke, but Seven.
We gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance at survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate the detonators, the 4 of them would
We got
be...
less than a minute left! No time for screwing around! Get moving!
Thank you.
You and I are not done yet, bastard!
And yet you put your hand upon that door! Curious. They scattered and began to scour the room. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found.
Where the hell is it?
Corridors stretched out in 3 directions, but everyone was blocked off by a wall of metal. There was only one way out. One other door.
Over there! It's gotta be behind the door!
Seven ran for the door, a rusty iron thing. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled.
Damn, it's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing!
If you ain't got that swing. Junpei stuck his head through the door and looked around the room.
No, wait.
Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the
I
right wall.
found it. The dead's right over here.
He stepped into the stepped into the room.
What?
What?
The floor's slippery.
Oh no! He stopped and glanced down at his feet. He stopped and glanced down at his feet. What was...
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Oh, just looking at Viscera?
There's something...
Get over there!
Why me? Junpei felt... Junpei felt Seven's heavy hand against his back and stumbled across the room. Oh. Whoops. The other 3 piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Nothing could be easily identified, only a sense that something terrible shared the room with them. But there was no time to say so.
Quick! Get to the dead!
Didn't even notice the road. They started running. Why don't you say so? In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was the tiny red light blinking at them over and over and over, covered in blood. In a quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel in an awesome display of a group high five. Pulled away with blood on their fingertips. What the fuck is this? Oh god, that's a lot of blood. Seven leaned against the wall, gulping air, as his breathing began, to return to normal. He glanced at his left wrist and grunted.
It stopped. It stopped.
Yeah. Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the larger man's face.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
Junpei, you are on thin fucking ice right now, Mr. Man. Shh.
What the?
Uh-oh. The sound of retching came from Santa's direction.
What the hell is this smell? This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
So desperate had they been in their race to the dead that no one had noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. It was a terrible, nauseating stench like burnt and rotten meat. Oh my god. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose with every breath he took. Yeah!
Oh, you're right. This is...
He felt his stomach clench and bile rise up in his throat.
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here.
Prepare yourself, you're about to see a person who was smote. The light that spilled in from the door barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, with the toll of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Stephen walked toward it. Oh, that's squelchy. That's squelchy, my man. He stopped it as he got close and extended his fingers toward the switch.
Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
Thanks, champ. There was a soft click as the lights came on. Just as the light turned on, June took in a short breath and... A scream echoes through the room. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled. Stop! To make sense of what he saw before. Stop with the freaking ka-chonks in the background. Dun, dun, dun. Of what he saw before him.
Hey. Oh, this is...
What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat in the blood like tiny islands in a great red sea. Wait. Wait. Who else could have gone through? Okay, wait. What if... Okay, no, this is just a... Wait, let's see who it is first. A vast, ragged hole had been torn in the torso, and what looked like his intestines... Well, sorry. Fresh spaghetti at a time like this? Junpei? And what remained of the intestines spilled out of it like fresh spaghetti. Like fresh goddamn spaghetti. That's how we're gonna do it. Smaller chunks of meat had splattered against the wall and become stuck there as they dried. Globules of yellowish fat had left trails like tiny slugs as gravity pulled them down the wall even as they dried to it.
Looks like an explosion.
Thanks, Seven. Aptly noted. Seven's voice was low and strained and obvious.
Like the knife man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gun.
Thank you for explaining it.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
Thanks, Junpei. A mighty observation.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Are you... What? It looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful. No shit, his legs were both bent in an odd and natural way, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces.
The face is the worst.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head had simply collapsed. The blood coating almost made it look like raw... Why? What is it with you and describing it like Italian food? Junpei's like, damn, I'm hungry all of a sudden. Looked like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce. Okay, Junpei. His clothes too were covered in blood. We can't determine who it is, and yet we're referring to this as... Okay, the burgundy... No! have a theory. So, I feel like maybe Ace could have, at any stage, opened that door. Maybe, because if you put 1 and 2 together, you get 3, right? And this room is 3? Like, I feel like he could very easily have just been like, open the fucking door, nerd, and then like shucked him in there. And then what else is a little gay man to do, you know? I feel like that's just maybe what might have happened, and that's why Ace is like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just a theory. That's why Ace is like, oh, just go to sleep. You know what I mean? I don't trust this man. Shit! Okay, whatever.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to Junpei.
Is that Snake?
I'm getting ripped tonight. Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry.
Oh my god.
Finally, Junpei spoke.
Why did this happen?
Why do you have despair louder than everyone in the room? Suddenly, June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream full of insanity and not entirely human.
No!
What do you know, June? No! Why? You're freaking me out! She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair. Junpei could hear the sound of hair June! Hair tearing.
Stop. Calm down.
He grabbed for her wrist.
Hey!
But as he did, June leapt up and ran toward the exit.
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here!
Hey, just as an aside, I'm just going to pause for a moment because the idea of if Snake entered this room unwillingly, that's really depressing to imagine the final moments as the lights beeping because you can't tell what's happening in this room. I just think that that's sad. My hands are sweaty. Gloves were a bad idea actually, so they're just gonna go now. But yeah, I need toast. She screamed at the door, and her fist slammed against it with a hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles. June? June?
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
She screamed again. A desperate, mindless cry. Her fists flailed against the door.
Get me out of here! Please! Please! Just let me out!
Is that left, right? Loser, loser.
June!
Junpei couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped his arm around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door.
Calm down.
No! Get off of me! Let me go! Let me go!
You're getting the blood all over you!
Please, calm down.
I think that Ace preferred to be asleep than to see us go through this door. I don't know. That's just my thought. As suddenly as her outburst had begun, it was over. The manic energy disappeared and her body went limp in Junpei's arms. Aww. June collapsed towards the floor and Junpei knelt down with her. Hey, this is fucked. Cool. He felt drops of something warm and wet. Oh god. Was she crying? A moment later, she began to sob. Oh, she got that ugly cry, you know? Like, you know that face is like ugly. Like, this is like a romanticized vision of that. Really, it's like snot, tears, blood. Her shoulders shook and great hot tears rolled down her face like rain.
We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June.
I would risk it all for you, girl I just met. Oh, sorry, met once before in childhood.
It's going to be okay, Connie.
Connie? 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 We're going with Connie. Okay. Do you work at a carnival? Is that what we're doing? Romantic. Nice. What's more romantic than a carnival? Her name was a whisper, Connie.
I'll be here with you, okay?
Okay. Okay. She nodded once, twice.
Thank you.
3 times a traitor. I don't trust you, but I don't trust me too.
Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's little heart. He stroked her hair gently. His face was so close to her right now. The scent of her hair was nostalgic.
Do you feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here.
Just a moment longer. Smelling the scent of my exploded gay friend over
For
there.
a little while, at least.
For a little, my hands are cold again. Judas, Judas.
So warm.
Unlike snakes, what is it with you guys and pointing out warm bodies? If I ever say this to anybody, fucking throw me in a ravine. Bodies tend to be warm unless you're used to hugging something else. Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried. Because shock makes you cold? Nah, that ain't it. Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June's, and helped her to her feet. Yeah. They didn't speak. Neither did Seven or Santa. A person was dead. Not just any person. They had died in that room in a terrible way. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. There was no way any of them could forget it, but mourning would do no good. Okay. Give them a moment for pity's sake! By nightfall, these hills will be swarming with orcs! That's the moment we're having. I'm Aragorn. You're Boromir. Okay, they spread out to search the room, but each felt as if their heart was made of lead.
We better get to it.
As opposed to Snake's heart, which is made of dead. So we're just gonna explore this room with Snake over there, huh? Secret shower room. I'm meant to stop playing now, aren't I? What time is it? Is this stopping time? This is when I usually stop, isn't it? Oh, man. Is Leon in the shower room? It has been 3.5 hours? Oh god. That explains why my toast tasted like shit. I didn't even notice. But yeah, I better tune out now. Oh boy. Okay. Well. Curious. Oh, my credits are rolling? Okay, thank you. Well, thanks for supporting the stream. That's all that happened today. Thank you to everyone who has watched and joined in the thoughts. Steak became a pizza. Yeah, a pizza and pasta, my favorite kind of Italian joint, which I will no longer be able to visit because of Junpei and his descriptions of corpses. Anyway, I honestly might stream tomorrow morning. We'll see. One of the only reasons I'm thinking of not doing it is that Soul to Call updates at 12:30 and I finish at like 12:45. But then again, I could always just like, I could just be like, okay, by the way, I'm gonna stop my stream like at 12:15. But yeah, I could stream tomorrow. That's a distinct possibility. Or if I start on time, I could just stream until like 12. So stay tuned. I might stream tomorrow morning because I want to keep going with this. This is a very addictive game. Otherwise, I'll be doing this game only on the weekends. Monday. Oh, and by the way, feel free to drop the link. I mentioned the name. Did someone say comment? You know what I mean? But anyway, hopefully, yeah, good times. Feel free to join the Discord server if you want. I'll update there. And feel free to drop the Discord link in the chat as well. And I'm gonna go and contemplate my life. Thanks for being me. Oh, thanks for being you. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for the vibes and the thoughts and the reactions. It's nice to go through the ringer with you guys as always. And this game is going to be a lot. Woo! Okay. They certainly know how to describe a corpse. Or a dinner. Oh, again. Too close. But yes. Scary. Snake. Snake scary. You're welcome, child. Reminding me I have pizza in the fridge. Oh god. Okay. All the best, everybody. Say a little. Whew, it's a snake. All the best. All the best. All the rest. See you later. Bye.